Haven't done a video on the Dow for quite a while. Um, just having a look at things here. The two things I'm really interested in here is the black line and the purple line. The purple line is the 200-day simple moving average, and the black line is the 200-day exponential moving average. Okay. The interesting bit is basically here where the black crosses back above the purple. Okay. What you can see, it's done it in here again. Okay, and it also did it back in here. Okay. And at the point in time I saw it happening in here, I did say something to people to go back and have a look at 2003, because that's where it did it there, and they all thought I was mad. But anyway, it's proved to be working quite well. What's happened now is we've had the purple cross black over the black, and we've had this little bit of an off time in here. Now the interesting bit is that these two are very, very close together once again. And if we look back to this period here, where we saw the purple go through the black, as it has done here, okay, and then the black pushed back up through the purple, you can see the run that the Dow had then, and then the purple crossed back over and it flattened out and down again until the black cross black over here. The interesting thing to note here too is the blue line, that's the 50-day. Okay, did come down through when these two were crossing. Okay, so it's pretty much similar to when these two crossed here. Our 50 did come down here, okay, and then it's turned and scooted again. So I'm just sort of looking at this area here and thinking that we might have something similar happen to now to what happened back then. Okay, so I'm going to bring up, we'll go in a little bit closer to this chart, and we'll just have a little bit closer look and just see what's happening there now. And then I'll bring up my actual Dow working chart, which is a bit more messier than what this one is. Okay, and you can see here now, our black is trying to push through that purple. Now, if that was to happen, I'd say we'd have another run on here big time, especially when we go back to the past, as I've just shown you, and saw what happened back there. So I'll just pause this for a second. I'll bring up the working chart. Okay, so we're back to the working chart, and like I told you, it's a mess. There you go. The things to what I'm looking at here is, here are those both those 200-day moving averages here. So we're going to find out, I reckon, in about a week or 3 or 4 days if the black does go through the purple. Okay, and if the purple does turn back down through the black, I'd expect we're going to come off, and you'd be looking at this here thinking, is this a small double top in here? Okay. Our standard error band is down here at the moment and pointing down, but with the candlesticks being the cross candle, okay, and then we had the up on the Friday, which quite surprised me actually. You'd be expecting this to continue up and make through the old high. I'd say it's going to have another go at getting through that old high there, which was 11,450-ish, okay, is what I'd be thinking there. If we had just quickly have a look at, and it's just holding back up that target range out of that symmetrical triangle, where it sort of basically broke up early out of that as well. The other things too here, we've got a pitchfork on here in blue solid line. Okay, and we've got another one here in the yellow dotted line, okay, which seems to be hiking along the midline there quite nicely. This is the upper midline of the outer one as well. Just go to the daily indicators. They're getting up there a little bit, and this is a short entry for a long, okay, it's just been triggered. Okay, but they can be triggered, and they can, on a daily chart, they can be a very short entry. You might be in there for a day or two, and then it's back out the other way. Our Scoth might just turn around and just do some sideways up here if this was to go any higher, which one would have to think that's what it would have to do. It would have to go back to doing what it was doing around these levels here and just running around the 80-90% mark. Okay, MACD is trying to make a break again towards the up. Okay, so how far it's going to go, we don't know, but we just draw some lines along those tops there, and we'll just have a look at that, I'd say, at the moment. But yeah, nice little divergence off the bottom here, and off she's gone again. The other charts to look at are the weekly, and yeah, just back with the weekly. The thing to note here is the 200 time period moving average, simple, okay, which is now becoming support, okay, is what one would be thinking there. Our standard error, again, wants to go up. Our candlestick could be a spinning top, but a higher week next week would can that. Okay, it just needs to confirm either way at the moment. Okay, the other things to look at on the weekly chart, there was a small inverted head and shoulders, okay, back here, and its target, okay, would be that was the distance to there was the inverted head and shoulders target. So yeah, it doesn't really have that far to go. That was the neckline, and I'll just grab this thing if it's going to let me. Yeah, and that was the bottom. Okay, so yeah, that's breakout. Now inverted head and shoulders is really good at getting their targets. Okay, so that blue line right there, and I just can't see what that is at the moment for an area of time. Value 1100,722. Okay, so we'll just bear that in mind. Another thing to look at here too, and it's not a perfect one, but it's also looking like a cup and handle. Okay, but the second high is just probably a little bit too high, and it may not be valid, but it does have a valid handle. And I was talking to Rob about this actually a while back, and I was thinking it was going to come up and do the cup and handle back here, but then we had this one week that just shooted up, and I just went no, because I thought we were going to double top up here, and whether it made a cup and handle, and I think I did post this on Hot Copper somewhere about it to vault once, that it could either do that, double top and come back down, or it could do the cup and handle thing and go back up. But anyway, we've also looked at, we've had our perfect 5 wave, Elliott wave, and then we've had our ABCs off, okay? There's an ABC count going back up, but as I'll show on the monthly chart, this ABC here, and also on the daily chart, which I forgot to mention, was if this was a 1, it'd be invalid. Okay, so what I'm looking at here is this could probably be a wave 1, and this is a wave 2 down, and now it's looking to make a wave 3. If it did that, the cup and handle target, okay, would be this blue line here, okay, and we're up there in our 1300 range there, 13,236. So you're all thinking I'm totally mad now. Something to bear in mind, you know, it's their options. Things like this can happen, and we'll do the monthly chart, but I'll have to do another vid because I'm sort of right out of time on this one. But just looking at a few options there, and also our buy trigger's been triggered again. Okay, our Scott's still hanging up here, and our MACD could just turn and go again. Yeah, so yeah, just thought I'd throw the cat in amongst the pigeons and just see what happens.